reviewer of New England Brews. Welcome back. Here's a brewery that I don't talk about very often. It's from Vermont. It's the Trout River Brewery. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Trout River Brewing Boneyard Barleywine Ale. This is part of the Trout River's Dark Side series. The beers themselves are only available in Vermont. A lot of Trout River beers are available mainly in New England, but not widely available outside of New England. It's a small brewery that doubles as a pizza parlor on the weekends. So you can get in there and get some beer from one of their growlers or on tap, and also enjoy some very interesting, unique pizzas for your dinner. But the Trout River Brewery has been around since the late 1990s, and it's a family-owned brewery. And, you know, on their website, almost nothing is known about this Boneyard Barleywine Ale. They don't even mention it on their website. They mention their four well-known beers, the ones that are widely available outside of the brewery, but they don't mention this one. And so what I could find out about it was really gleaned from a 2011 issue of Yankee Brewing News. And according to that article, and I'm citing the Yankee Brewing News article, the ABV on this is 8.5% ABV. So, beyond that, I'm suspecting it's a barley wine ale. I'm not sure how long it's been aged. I just bought it, and it may have only been aged a few months. It's a seasonal brew, and so if it's been sitting for a year, that'd be great. If it just came out, then it'll probably be a very powerful tasting beer. Anyway, I'm going to open this and see what we get. But before I do that, you can take a look at the Trout River logo on the cap. This is their logo that's on the cap here. Anyway, this is a 12-ounce bottle. Whoa, that really took some. That cap was on real tight, I'll tell you that. Very smoky, a little bit of a bubble coming out. You might be able to see it popping and bubbling, and this looks like a beer that's starting to overflow a little bit. So let's pour it right into the glass and see what I get. Smaller glass. I probably won't be able to get the entire thing in this glass, but this is a glass I like to use. So, put this right here. All right, in front of the Genesee Retro Pack case. Okay, there's the pour. And the color is a medium to darker amber, almost like a reddish tone. But that may be partly because the lighting in this area is not real good, and I'm getting this off the lights that I have on me. So, but it's really kind of a reddish tone, and one of their ales is a red ale. That's one of their popular brews. So maybe they're using similar malts. I don't know. Like I said, there's nothing on their website about what goes into brewing this. Let's check out the aroma. Definitely a malty aroma. Almost like a sweet malty aroma. Not a bitter malty aroma, a sweet malty aroma that has a kind of a caramel toffee thing going on. And a bit of the yeast as well. It's actually not quite as pungent as a lot of barley wine, so maybe this one's been sitting for a while, mellowing out, and the longer you wait with a barley wine, the more mellow it gets. But it's definitely a nice aroma that brings out the malts, brings out a kind of a yeasty toffee caramel sensation, and not much in the way of hops. All of their beers are unfiltered. That much I do know about Trout River. All of their beers are unfiltered beers, so it's all a natural brewing process. Let's check out the taste. I'm serving this about 50 degrees. And the body on this is pretty good. It's kind of a medium to bolder body. So it's actually quite a good little body, I think. The taste is actually, it's really mellow for a barley wine, so it probably has been sitting around fermenting for a while, shelving for a while before I bought this. For how long, I don't know. But it's not quite as, you know, pungent as barley wines can be early on in the process. Now, this has probably been sitting for several months or so anyway, I would think. But you're getting a malt character. And whereas the aroma brings out kind of a sweet sort of caramel and toffee thing, you're not getting as much of that in the taste. You're definitely getting a nice malty character. You're getting a bit of the yeast character. Now this is pretty good clarity for, you know, an unfiltered beer, I would think. It's balanced, really well balanced. A slight bitterness, a slight hop bitterness coming up on the back side. Not the high overwhelming alcohol, boozy type character sometimes you get with an early barley wine. So I've got to think that this one has been sitting for a period of time before they actually put it out on the shelves for people to buy. But this is actually a very nice brew from Trout River. To me, a lot of their beers, you know, are not bad beers. There's something about them, though. They always have this kind of yeasty taste to them. To me, that's what I get when I try their other beers. And you know, I mean, you might like that. I mean, but it just has this kind of weird sweetness often in all of their beers. But this one's really kind of a nice beer. It, I mean, it tastes, it's nice and mellow, kind of, you know, not very powerful alcohol-wise. I mean, it's got an 8.5 according to that article, but you don't really notice it much. Doesn't have that sinus cleaning boozy thing that sometimes comes with barley wines. It's pretty drinkable. For a barley wine, this is a pretty drinkable beer. You know, I really like it. In fact, this is one of the better beers I've had from them, I must say. It's too bad they only make it available in Vermont. You have to drive to Vermont to get it. However, it might be because they only brew a small amount of it. It's a seasonal thing. So Trout River is a very small brewery. And so, you know, I'm not sure how many barrels they do a year, but they are a very small brewery owned by a husband and wife team. And so that's why you don't see a lot of their beers out there too often unless you live in New England. And this is probably even a smaller batch since it's only a seasonal. So I guess that's why they only make it available in Vermont. But it's really a nice beer. I mean, barley wines, I don't really drink them that quickly. I tend to savor them and drink them slowly, but this one's going down really well. So, in fact, because I'll pour the rest of it in here and you know, do that. I don't like doing it. I like to pour the whole thing. I might have been able to pour it. But it's actually a pretty good beer, and I got to say, you know, cheers to Trout River on this one. This is a nice one, a nice beer. So that's the Trout River Boneyard Barley Wine Ale. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.